All right, legends. So this is going to be a video of me talking to you, the camera, and it's not going to be a vlog today. Don't mind my microphone. It is very intrusive, but it's probably the best way to get the audio across. This video today is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an open conversation about how I've been making Cycling Maven sustainable as a full-time thing, how I've been paying my rent and stuff, and what my intentions are for the future of this channel. And really, a lot of these conversations happen off screen and away from the vlog, obviously with Hannah and I. But I thought, you know what? You guys have been, there's a lot of you that have been with the channel since the early days, since I had like 20 subscribers. And so I thought I might as well just share it with everyone, because you're following along with this adventure of this new thing of YouTube and making it a sustainable thing. So let's just talk about it. How have I made Cycling Maven sustainable over the last year? So a lot of you know that I quit my job in March last year. It's nearly a year, man, how time flies. And obviously I've been doing a lot of work with advertisers, and I think there's a couple of ways you can pay the bills with this YouTube channel, this YouTube thing, and that is Google AdWords. So you put obviously the advertising on Google. That's not really a great model because there's a lot of demonetization things happening on YouTube at the moment. And in general, you've got to be getting like hundreds of thousands of views, even millions of views to make Google AdWords a proper way of making an income. So the other way is advertising. And in the cycling world, there's obviously a lot of products. So you can talk to the people the companies, and you can do advertising, and they can do advertising on your YouTube channel. Now, the one problem that I've found over the last year that I've got a real problem with is, even though there's a lot of brands that I love and I will continue to love, there's not a day goes by where someone doesn't contact me trying to push something and asking me to, do a paid review and things like this. And I'm finding that I need to pay the rent. So I'm finding, how do you balance this, right? How do you do this so that I'm not turning Cycling Maven into just an advertising channel? I really only want to work with brands that I like. And there are a few that we all like, really. The other thing is I spend a lot of time doing the admin type activities that are around that and less time on the videos. And I'm finding that quite frustrating as well. I just want to be making videos. So that leads me into like, how can I do this? How can I do this so I'm just focusing on the videos and less time in that admin type stuff? And the best way for that is through a paid subscription model, where my subscribers, if they value the content, so you can there's going to be no paywall to the existing content that I've got, but Patreon, you will have extra content. It's almost like you've got the burger, but if you want the fries and the drink and the sundae, you just pay extra for that stuff. And essentially, that's what I'm thinking. Patreon, I actually subscribe to 3 people on Patreon, and I pay them $5 a month or something like that. But they create awesome content for what is, to me, the value of a coffee. And I'm thinking that Cycling Maven would be a good model to go down that route. The benefits about it doing a subscription model, right, is to pay my rent and to pay my bills, I don't have to do this advertiser thing. I mean, I'd still want to work with some advertisers, but I don't want the crux of what I'm doing to be advertising. So the paid subscription model is where it's at. Now, essentially what's going to happen is the vlogs will remain the same, but any long form stuff, GoPro tips, videos, interviews, eventually I want to start doing documentaries, like proper documentaries within cycling. They will all sit on Patreon. So anyone that likes the content that I make and they want the extra stuff, just go over to Patreon and get it. Mate, I think I'm starting the entry level at like $3 a month. So it's not a lot of money. For the cost of a coffee, you can support me. And this will be, essentially this paid subscription model will be really the only way that I can make Cycling Maven sustainable long term. I want to keep making videos full time, and I think through Patreon we can do it. We can really make this. I know that there's a lot of people out there that value the content that I make. For a long time, all those GoPro crit videos that I made, I've got so many people into cycling. I've got so many people into racing down at Sandown, for example. And I think if people really value the content, they will support me. And I'm quite confident that this is going to be a successful thing. And I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about the prospect. Now on Patreon, I've got the all of the levels that you can come in at. You can come at $3, and you can get some. Stephen Lane's even offered to do some coaching, some programs, not necessarily coaching, but programs. And then he's going to do a monthly Google Hangout. So there's all these little quirky perks of Patreon that are there. I really think this is the way forward for Cycling Maven. I think cycling is a niche. When obviously Cycling Maven, people come to my channel, they are either mad cyclists or they're not, and so people aren't going to subscribe to Cycling Maven unless they're cyclists. So we are a little community, okay? And I think we need to stick together, make this thing a success. If you enjoy content around cycling, then this can be a success, but it has to be a success through a paid subscription model. I don't really want to have the advertising thing influencing the genuine nature around what I've set up here. Failing that, I will obviously have to go back and get a job if this doesn't work. That's fine. I will keep making videos occasionally, sporadically, as a hobby on the side. But obviously, if I go back and get a job, I will spend a lot of time focusing on the job. So really, out of all of these different models, it's the paid subscription model, the Patreon model, that is probably the best for everybody. And I really think we can make it work, guys. So we've got an awesome little community here. It's been going for quite some time. Let's push on with it. If you enjoy cycling content, you enjoy the videos that I make, and you want me to keep doing it, get behind us. And I really do appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you've got any questions, put them down below in the comments, and I'll try to answer as many as possible.